Hello everybody, this is Wedge2099, your Red Alert Facebook and YouTube admin, and today I have a nice little review of Combiner Wars Protectobot First-Aid. Now, I really do like him. I had the Offroad, but it really didn't impress me much. I liked the head sculpt, but I did not like the way it was painted or anything like that, so I did it. I exchanged him. Took him back when I found him in the store, and I'm very happy with it. I think he's great looking. He's got a nice head, even though it's kind of boxy. The articulation is good. I mean, I like the arm flaps and how dynamic they can be, but they do get in the way the majority of the time. It's just simple, up and down. He is part of the Protectobots, and I only have two of them right now. Him and Streetwise. I am desperately trying to focus. Desperately trying to find hotspot. No luck yet, but keep my fingers crossed. These guys are leaps and bounds better at joint wise and such than the Stunticons were, and I just really like them. Now, in my area, which is Central Florida, through the repro labels, fan page and such, I have seen that Targets in my area have started carrying the Wave 4 set, which is the regular Autobots, the Ironhide, Ironhide, Prowl, Sunstreaker, and Mirage to make Optimus Maximus or something like that. I am going to pretty much just skip on all of them. I'm not impressed nearly enough to pick any of them up. It's just I'm going to save my money trying to get hotspot when I keep seeing, I've seen Primes in stores. I keep seeing Silverbolt. And since I have 4 limbs now, being these 2 Protectobots and the 2 Stunticons that I've done reviews for, Dead End and Breakdown, but it would kind of make sense if I were to get the Cyclonus one and make him into Galvatronus, but I just don't want it, seeing as how I already have Superion. So, like I said, keeping an eye out for hotspot. So getting on with this review, so I don't want to spend too much time. He has head articulation, but it is kind of limited. Let me bring him into focus again. I hope that's focused enough. Yeah, his head is decently. It could look left and right just fine. Up is kind of hindered. Down is not too bad. His shoulders can go the full 360. You just have to avoid the wheels here. Shoulder plates are movable, so if you have them in a static pose, you can keep them to the side and then put them down when you're trying to move it around again. He's got a detented elbow, which is nice. Helps him keep poses a little bit easier. He's got a rotation just above the elbow. His axe, which I've heard people say they don't understand why he comes with an axe, and seeing as though it's just the weapon designed for this mold, yeah, of course he was going to get it, but I don't see it as a problem, seeing as though he's a Protectobot. He's supposed to go into disaster zones, and in order to get to and rescue bots and or humans, you do need some type of demolition, and you know, a nice axe, a nicely detailed axe too, with that, like how the silver here accents the blade, to cut through debris and get to people faster. So his hips are decently articulated. They don't go out too much because of the little point there. It can go straight forward, straight back. Decent, almost, if not 90 degrees there on the knee. It's got thigh rotation just below the hip, which isn't bad. He does have toes, which helps in his posing. He does strike a generally decent pose. Focus that on him. And now I'm starting him in robot mode when I usually go from vehicle, just to show off one point of the transformation. Take out the axe. It does come with the plain and simple hand-foot gun. Yay. Get him transformed. You want to take his arms, straighten him out. The slot there, right behind from my finger. The peg there. Take them together, and kind of just splay them out to the side for now. You want to take the legs and bring them together just like you did with aerial bots, if you had them. Now I like to peg them together this way while they're open. It just doesn't seem to peg well together. It doesn't push well, just like this from the outside. So you go in here, push that together, and the tab is in. Now here, these, see, I'm pushing together, and they do not go together from when you're pushing from the outside. It just doesn't work. So I go from in here, and I pinch them together, and that makes it so much easier. So then you just you swivel him down, swivel his knees down into his legs, just like the aerial bots did. And close that up. Now there's a tab right back here. There's a slot just inside the back. Peg that into. Now, I can't remember who it was. It may have just been a picture online. I kind of like the idea of, instead of just having his face sticking out from underneath, just take that, roll it back, and you can kind of pretend that's like an engine block instead of, you know, a combiner port coming up from underneath. But that's also, you know, leg mode. So let's just push these down, peg that in, push that down, peg it in, all together, and why the heck not? There he is in leg mode. It's pretty decent. I like the knee coverage on here for him. Maybe I'll use him as a leg, but his arm configuration is pretty nice too. So, just going back to vehicle mode, take that off, unpeg it, and in the windows here, there are a couple little divots that these posts here just rest into. So just to finish off vehicle, take the front end, just slide it down, pinch it all together, make sure it's all nice and set. And there he is in alt mode. He is I think, all-terrain rescue vehicle. It works for me. I like how it's big and bulky. Honestly, this mold is what Ironhide should have been. So, c'est la vie. They used the the pickup truck version instead. So you have storage there. You can store hand-foot weapon on the side if you like. Blech. You also have this little gap right here between the fingers. You can pull that out. You can post in there on top of the vehicle, clamp that down, and now you have, I don't know what, maybe a cooling unit or something like that, an extra generator on top to help life support systems. Whatever it is, I don't know. It just seems to work alright. He rolls decently. It's mostly clearance between the hubs and the wheels themselves, and they're kind of narrow. It rolls well on other things that give the wheels some type of resistance, but you know, flat wooden desk doesn't offer that much resistance. Now, I want to thank everyone who has viewed my wheel mods for these figures, where I dip them in the Plastidip to give them a bit of a rubber coating and such. All the vehicles that I've done it on so far are very nice. They work well. I did his wheels last night, and when they were finished, they look kind of gunky, so I dipped them a second time, and I came up with these. Problem was, they're too thick, and when they were on the wheels themselves, they caused it to, I'm trying to just put that around the wheel real quick. As you can see, I'm having trouble. So the clearances between the wheel and the frame were just too narrow. So it wouldn't roll at all. So, and as you can tell by this, it does conform very nicely to the underside of the wheels. Those are the grooves on the bottom side of each wheel, basically. And I peeled them right off. It took only a few seconds to get each one off of each wheel. Kind of sucked. It took a couple hours to do with all the drying and everything, but what can you do? I didn't take that into account, and once it's in and pressed down, there's very little clearance between the wheel well and the wheel itself, so I had to scrap it. Sorry guys, I had said I wanted to show off the wheels with the rubber on them in this review, and that just didn't work out. Now, if I do manage to find a hotspot, I'll definitely give him a try too. See if he can do it. But to finish up this review, I'll quickly get him into hand mode and show you that. It's a decent looking hand mode. It's one of the better looking ones for a hand mode as well. Arm mode, whatever. Take the front end, unclip it, bring it back, lock it back in just like it was before. Let me pull it up. Before, and try to open up the knees here first. Nope, okay. Untab the arms. Bring them up. Okay. Yeah, the arms and shoulders are very tight moving up, so I apologize for the weight. There we go. Arms are up. Swing open the legs again, but you don't have to separate them, just swing them open. Make sure those tabs go inside the holes there. Turn them at the waist. back up, turn his head around so it's facing backwards now. And I really do like this part. Fold the arms back, take that tab, put it right in there. Now with Off-Road, this was what you're supposed to do as well. Had the tab, didn't have proper hole in his arm to be able to do that. Peg that in. Oops. There we go. Bring his hand in and peg it in the bottom. Pegs in very securely. And there you go. Wrong. There, where's the axe? There it is. In his hand. There you go. Now, do I recommend him over Off-Road for the mold? Absolutely. In a couple weeks, I am placing an order with Ripper Labels. I'm getting the set for him. Getting a set for him. Getting a set for Bomber Megatron. Yeah. And last but not least, little Mr. Hoist. So I'll have a, that should be my next review, is a Ripper Label before and after or something like that. Alrighty, that should take care of this for today. I appreciate you watching. This is Red Alert. Wedge2099, Facebook admin for Red Alert. I also help out with Megatron of Art. Take a look. They have some awesome new art styles coming out. He gave me a new one yesterday, and it is phenomenal. I already have it up as my profile picture on Facebook. Check it out. And that's about all I got. So subscribe, ask any questions here on YouTube or on Facebook. I'm fine either way. I really like to talk to people, so let me know if you want to see anything reviewed or anything like that. Let me know. I'll do what I can. And as always, thank y'all, and hope to see you around sometime. Bye.